Hey, my beautiful people. Um, you're probably wondering why my voice isn't, why I'm not exactly me right now, but it's just me. I haven't really been completely honest with you guys, and that's what I've been going for since day one, is to be completely honest. My secrets video, I got a lot out, but it's not everything. So, these are my confessions and, I guess, secrets. Um, when I was little, you guys already knew I was abused. I mean, I already said that in my secrets video, but I didn't tell you how bad it would get. I actually went to school every day with a bruise somewhere on my body. My lip was always busted, and I would always have a black eye. So the teachers would always wonder, but I would just say, me and my little brother got into a fight and it kind of got out of hand or something like that. I would lie to people telling them that it wasn't abuse, that it got so hard to do, especially whenever I was in kindergarten. He decided it would be a good idea to sling me up against a brick wall. So when that happened, I lost half my memory, but I have a great memory now because I'm starting to get back everything, and I just have an amazing memory now. But whenever he did that and I lost half my memory, I failed kindergarten because I didn't know my ABCs, I didn't know my colors, or any of that. So that's why I'm 14 and in the 8th grade. It wasn't because I started school late. It's because whenever I got slung up against that brick wall, my head hit something in my mind. It just clicked and half my memory was gone. So I didn't really remember anything. But as I got older, it got worse. I mean, he got heavier into drugs and alcohol, and I just became an easier victim. So, me being me, I couldn't do anything about it. Until one day, he decides to turn on my brother and my sister. And that's whenever I decided enough was enough. So I called 911 myself. I was 5 years old. He was abusing everyone in the household. He left us there to die whenever I was 4. He locked us in the house, he cut off everything, and there was no food. I survived a week without being fed. And I would get something to drink because there was a hole in our roof and it was raining a lot. So I went to the hospital sick several times because of it. And, well, whenever he finally decided to let us out, I was thin, very thin. I was I don't even know how to explain it. I was thinner than a fucking twig whenever he decided to let us out. We went to a buffet and I just ate a lot. And he was just sitting there like, what is wrong with you? I'm just like, didn't say anything because at that point I was a fucking mute. Like abuse and neglect, I became a mute. I didn't say anything. So I ate a lot and I was drinking a lot of water. And that's what I do now. I drink a lot and I'm eating sort of normal. But yeah, and at 5, I decided enough was enough. So we were in a trailer park at that time. So I decided it would be fine to go off and play with some of my friends, and it was. But then whenever we were running around the house playing tag, I looked up and I see my mom telling me to call 911. So I'm just like, well, damn. So I ran all around the trailer park asking people if they had a phone or something. Thankfully, the people in front of us had a phone, so I asked them to call 911. That I've been getting abused for 5 years by the same man, and my mom is getting abused right now. And they called, so he decided to take us fishing, and a lot happened on that. He almost drowned me, and I got a lot of scars from getting fish hooks stuck in my skin. That's why I'm so self-conscious about my body, is because I got scars and I don't like them. Like, my arms is one thing. I did that to myself. I know why they're there, but fish hooks and everything, like, I don't like it. But eventually, after she finally got the message that I didn't really like how our life was, she finally divorced him and kind of moved on with their lives. I mean, the years were bad for me. I was getting bullied, and I was always stopping other people from getting bullied, but whenever I was getting bullied, they were sitting on the sidelines just watching me. I guess that was kind of the hardest thing to deal with, was getting bullied and then having the people that are supposed to be your friends and are supposed to be the ones helping you through this rough time aren't doing anything. They're just sitting there. And that's whenever I became suicidal, was around 6 years old. And I know it's hard to believe, but you gotta understand, my childhood was bad. I was 6, and I turned to self-harming and trying to kill myself because of how bad it was. I've gotten so close so many times, but every time every time I would get that close, someone would always catch me. I never went to a mental hospital because my mom believed that it's stupid and that I shouldn't resolve to that right now. So I slowly got better. I started getting homeschooled at the age of 9, I believe. And I stayed there for a couple years. And then I finally went back to school, and everything was good. I mean, I had to wear long sleeves because I had a lot of cuts tied up, and everything was just sort of good. Then whenever we moved, and we were moving a lot, but whenever we moved to Warren, it was around the time that my big brother, well, he's not really my big brother, this guy named Ian, he came around, and, well, he's my brother and my sister's big brother. So I was just like, well, I need to get to, know him, because said brother, I was 13, which was last year. And so he came to stay with us because Robert wasn't really doing good by Ian. And, well, he slept with my cousin, and, well, she decided that he wasn't worth it anymore because she's seen how it affected me, period. Because I don't really believe in that. I mean, like, you're already in a fucking relationship. Why sleep with their big brother knowing that you're in a relationship? That's just a fucking hoe. But that's not the point. And after she had left and went to Liberty, he turned on me. I was raped by my 23-year-old stepbrother because my mom failed to realize it until her boyfriend found out whenever Ian pulled me on top of him, and I finally got off and he went outside, and her boyfriend was walking by whenever he did that. So he saw, and he put it to my mom's attention, and this went on for a month. And I was so scared because he kept threatening me, and if I didn't do what he said, I would die, and so would my family. And I know I don't come off as a person to care about really anything, but I do. And whenever he said he would kill my family, it just got to me, so I did what he said. And I couldn't tell anyone because he was always there. Then my mom came in and told me to go to the car because she needed to talk to me. I was like, okay. So I got up and I went in the car, and my Aunt Sydney and my cousin Chloe was there. So my mom asked me if he did anything to me, and I just sat there silent. And I said, Mommy, don't do this, please. Then she asked me again. We were on our way to the hospital so I can get a rape kit done. And whenever she asked me that third time, I said, yes, Mom. And she started crying because I'm only 13 at the time, and whenever that happened, he took my youth, and that's something I can never get back. I have a lot of bad things that happened in my life, and it turned into drinking, drugs, self-harm. Looking back at it now, I regret everything. I regret it. But I found out that, my life's worth something because someone needs me. And I don't know who yet. I know my girlfriend's one of them, but I don't know who else needs me, but they need me. And I promised myself I would never ever give up, because if I give up, that's just a message I'm sending to people that need me. Giving up's the best way. It's never it. That's never the way. So, now you know the full story. Not in complete detail, but you know my story and me. My past made me who I am today. I learned not to trust a man because, honestly, if you trust a man, that's just going to lead to even more heartbreak and more self-harm than you already need. I love you guys. I love you, Alex, and thanks for listening. Love you, beautiful people.